Funeral services for Gail Rubin, an American photographer killed in last weekend's PLO raid in Israel. John Johnson will have a report tonight on Eyewitness News at 6. WABC TV, New York.
Nicole, do me a favor, will you?
Sure.
Edit 30 seconds of your copy for the late news. We've got a train derailment about 20 miles north of Monticello. The mobile unit should be back with some pictures for the 11 o'clock show.
Oh, I hope nobody was hurt.
No, nothing serious. The biggest casualty will be your amount of airtime.
Listen, that'll be 30 seconds less for me to be petrified.
Excuse me, Mrs. Drake.
Yes?
Oh, please call me Nicole. What can I do for you? Someone just came into the lobby. They'd like to see you.
Oh, I told you your fans would be beating down the doors trying to meet you.
Listen, ordinarily I'd say yes, but our boss just ordered me to deftly edit 1/4 of my report without leaving any scars.
I can tell him you're busy. He says he knows you. Kavanaugh.
Miles?
Isn't he that doctor friend of yours?
Yes, but what's he doing here at this hour?
Well, there's only one way to find out. Jenny, show the good doctor in. Dr. Kavanaugh, I presume?
Yes, that's right.
Miles, I'd like you to meet Ben Everett, our news director.
Ah.
Ben, as you already know, this is Dr. Miles Kavanaugh.
It's nice to meet you. Nicole has said some very nice things about you.
Well, we're going to have to get together and compare notes. According to my star reporter here, you are the Albert Schweitzer of Monticello.
Oh, because I work in the clinic. Yeah, I work down at the Market Street Clinic.
Yeah, I've heard about that place. We're going to have to get a TV crew down there and take some pictures.
Why? Show the public how meager the inner city facilities are?
Might do some good if they knew.
You're right, it might.
Well, I guess maybe you two would like some privacy. Nicole, why don't you give me that copy and I'll see what I can do with it?
Oh, you don't have to do that.
I don't mind if you don't.
I'd be grateful.
No, it's always easier editing somebody else's copy. It's only when I have to do surgery on my own beautiful prose that tears come to my eyes. Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Let's talk about that TV thing sometime, all right?
You bet, you bet. Nicole, don't forget, you're on the air in 20 minutes. We've got that staff conference meeting right afterwards.
I won't. Miles, there's nothing wrong, is there? Is April okay?
Oh, yeah, she's fine. Last I knew.
I was just thinking you coming all the way down here.
I suppose I could have put it off till tomorrow, but I was anxious to see you. Listen, the security system in this place isn't very good, is it? I mean, I just walked in, nobody stopped me.
Yeah, they're a little bit careless, I'm afraid.
Nicole, I have something to tell you.
I'm listening.
I met Denise for dinner tonight, and we talked.
Did you tell her about us?
Well, your name came up, all right.
What was the result?
Well, look, I'd like to tell you all about it, but I'm afraid they're going to boot me out of here in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, it's almost time for me to start work.
Well, maybe it's just as well. I feel more comfortable in more private surroundings. Can we maybe go someplace after your broadcast?
Oh, I can't. You heard Ben. We have a staff meeting tonight.
A meeting at night, eh?
Well, broadcasting hours are a bit peculiar. It's a little bit more than a staff meeting. One of the station owners is giving a party.
Ooh, I see.
Miles, you know I'd much rather be with you.
Well, it doesn't matter. I'd much rather talk over a nice, quiet dinner table. What about tomorrow? Can we have dinner then, maybe between broadcasts?
Actually, I'm only doing one broadcast tomorrow at 6.
But you're still hesitant about seeing me?
Oh, I'm losing my babysitter tomorrow night. Mrs. Goodman is going to go take care of April.
Well, now, look, we're not going to let a babysitter problem come between us now, are we?
No, we won't let that happen. I'll get somebody else.
Good. I'll pick you up tomorrow night, 7 o'clock.
Okay.
15 minutes.
Good luck. Good night. Thank you.
It's amazing, isn't it, how things seem to be going along just fine, and then suddenly something happens, and the whole world is topsy-turvy.
And it's Timmy's world I'm concerned about right now.
I had a feeling when that letter about Serena arrived. I knew then something was wrong.
I was always under the impression that it was rare these days when pneumonia could prove fatal.
Well, the doctor did say that she was in a very weakened condition. She just didn't have the strength to fight the disease. So sad, someone so young to die. Timmy was very much affected by the change of the atmosphere at dinner.
Oh, yes. He's a very perceptive young man.
Mike, when are we going to tell him?
Well, I don't think any real purpose would be served by waiting. You've got to remember Serena's trial attracted a lot of attention all over the state. Now, if one of the wire services got news of it, and it could appear on TV or in the papers, I think it's much better if Timmy learns about his mother's death from us and not accidentally from some news report.
You're absolutely right. I'd forgotten about that. He's probably asleep by now.
I have the feeling he may be trying to get another look at Nicole on the 11 o'clock news. When I passed his room, the TV was on.
You shouldn't be watching TV at this hour.
Honey, you want me to do it?
No. I've been his mother since Serena left him here. I'll be his mother as long as he needs me. Timmy?
Yeah?
Honey, could you come down for a few minutes? We want to talk with you.
Okay. I was just watching Nicole's. Boy, she's a great reporter. Oh, I hope you're not too mad at me for staying up and watching her.
No, darling, we're not angry with you.
Well, then why do you look so unhappy? Nothing's wrong, is there?
Timmy, let's sit down for a minute. We want to talk to you. Tim, we received some news today we have to share with you.
Darling, there was a letter. About your mother.
Did she write you?
No, it was from a Dr. Hopkins. He's the man who's been taking care of her.
Is she sick or something?
The doctor said your mother contracted viral pneumonia. Do you know what that disease is? You do, don't you?
Well, I've heard about pneumonia. It can be kind of serious, can it?
Yes, it can be.
Is that why he wrote you? Because my mom's sick and he thinks maybe if I visited her, it would make her feel better?
No. You see, Tim, usually this illness can be cured with medication, but sometimes complications set in and the infection becomes much worse.
Well, at least she's at a hospital.
Sometimes people die from this disease.
Why are you telling me this, Uncle Mike?
Tim, a short while ago, your mother became very ill. She died 2 days ago.
No. There has to be a mistake. How could she die? She wasn't old or anything.
Oh, no, darling, sometimes there are diseases that are very dangerous for younger adults. Apparently, this was one of them.
But how could they let her down? They're doctors, aren't they? She went there to get better, not to die.
The doctors worked very hard to help your mother get well, Timmy.
Oh, it's just not fair. I saved all my work for her, my report cards.
Oh, honey. Your mommy was so proud of you. Oh, she was proud. And so are we.
Now both of my real parents are dead. That makes me an orphan, doesn't it, Aunt Nancy? They won't make me go to one of those orphanages, will they? I don't want to leave here, Aunt Nancy.
Now, where did you ever get that kind of idea? Your Uncle Mike and I have thought of you as our own son, and we have no intention of changing that, do we?
The only children sent to orphanages, Timmy, are those who have no one to take care of them. Tim, we both love you very much. I hope you understand. Our home is your home.
Thanks, Uncle Mike.
There is one change your mother's death will make.
What's that?
While she was being treated in the hospital, we were responsible for you as your legal guardians. Now that she's gone, Nancy and I can go to court and ask to adopt you legally. That would make you just as much our son as if we were your real parents.
Timmy, would you want us to do that?
Sure I would. I mean, I've been living here for such a long time. You acted like my real mom and dad.
And you'll be able to call us that very soon. Just Mom and Dad.
Oh, babe. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. It's going to hurt for a while. Okay, now. Come on. Let's go upstairs.
Detective Guthrie, I should have known.
Well, a happy hello to you too, Logan. You should have known. What?
At this hour, who else would it be? Excuse the mess. It's my cleaning lady's year off. Can I offer you something? Got some coffee over there, practically fresh, only a couple days old. Hot anyway.
No, thank you. After that, I think I'll have a nice cold beer. Can I get you something?
No, help yourself. Is that past your bedtime?
No, I just got off duty. I knew you were going over to see Mike Carr about the situation on the crime commission. I was just interested to hear what the man had to say.
Well, if you'd planned on busting down the commission doors with a SWAT team and hanging a ball and chain on those guys, you better forget it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm only interested in those two creeps on the commission that are taking this city for a very expensive ride.
Hey, well, we all feel that way. No, I showed Mike the stuff we've got on Monks and Demler. He liked it. He thought it was good. It's just not enough.
Well, I think this whole thing constitutes a conflict of interest.
Well, let me lay it out for you. The fact that Monks and Demler are major stockholders in Monticello Uniform is useless to us unless we can prove conclusively that Saxon owns the company. Now, you know he does, I know he does, but we can't prove it. The best we can do is embarrass those three, and if we want to be sure that they get what they deserve, well, then we need solid evidence of a conspiracy between Monks, Demler, and Saxon.
Well, that's terrific. What are we supposed to do? Check through some fortune cookies? One piece of cheese.
No, thanks. Mike still thinks we ought to use our man on the inside.
Hey, that's a good idea. We've had a lot of success with that in the past, and there's no reason why Kevin Jamison can't do that.
Oh, sure, he's in the right spot to do it. He's in on the daily activities of the panel. Anything doesn't smell quite kosher, he can be right there to do a little investigating without arousing any suspicion.
Yeah, he can make his inquiries sound like routine questions. Anybody else may tip our hand, and these three would crawl right back under their rock.
Don't have to sell me. He's in the garden spot. Thing is, I don't think we can count on him to do any harvesting for us.
Wait a minute, Logan, I thought you said that he was willing to help us catch these guys.
I think he is. The trouble is he just can't make any political waves right now, you know? I mean, his family's reminding him every day that they're counting on him for a trip to the White House, and they want to go on his coattails.
Well, that's right. Geraldine Whitney is backing his career. I guess it would be kind of tough to let down the woman who's been like a mother to you.
Let alone nail the man that just married Mom. You know, breakfast could get a little uncomfortable over there if the headlines are saying Jamison accuses Saxon of influence peddling.
Yeah, well, maybe he can eat out more often.
Huh. 3 meals a day, 7 days a week. That's what it'd be if he follows up Raven's plan to be the wife of a political wheel.
Well, you don't think Raven would stick by him, huh?
He jumps off the political bandwagon and she quits playing house. Now, the kid's got too much to lose. Wife, family, career. He's not gonna play ball.
You know, Logan, you don't sound too much like a lawyer right now. You sound more like a jury already in with its verdict. I think maybe we ought to give Kevin a break.
$20 says I'm right.
Oh, I like a piece of that action. I tell you what, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Why don't the three of us get together and hash this thing out?
It's fine with me. Tell you what, we have dinner tomorrow night, and bet's still on. Loser picks up the check.
Hey, you're on. You think it's too late to give him a call?
No. He's married to Raven, remember? She's a night bird. It's KL57231.
Ooh, I see you have the Jamison number memorized.
Kevin and I talk from time to time.
Yeah, right. What was that number again?
KL57231.
Hello.
Oh, yeah, Kevin, Steve Guthrie.
Hey, Steve. How you doing?
Oh, just fine. Listen, I'm not calling you too late, am I?
Oh, no. Raven and I are just catching up on some reading. I'm plowing through a novel, and she's looking at the fashion ads.
Oh, very good. Listen, I'm with Logan, and we've been discussing the situation with the Crime Commission, and we've come across some very interesting information, and we think it's kind of urgent that we fill you in on it.
Well, great. How about coming by my office tomorrow afternoon? I'm busy in the morning, but I'm free in the afternoon.
Unfortunately, I'm not free. I tell you what, I get off work about 6. Why don't we meet at 6:30 at the Gavel? We'll make it like a business dinner, okay?
Hold on just a second. Raven, do we have any dinner plans for tomorrow night?
I'm open for suggestions.
Well, would it be too much to ask if you went out to dinner with a girlfriend or something? Steve Guthrie wants to talk to me. He says it's very important, and he's on duty all day tomorrow.
I suppose you'll be gone all evening.
Most of it.
Well, go ahead and go. Don't worry about me. I'll think of something to do.
You're sure?
Positive.
Okay, Steve, we got a date, 6:30 at the Gavel. Listen, from the way you're talking, it sounds like you've got some earth-shaking news.
Well, it could cause a small tremor, yeah. Listen, thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow night, all right?
So, we all set?
Well, I guess tomorrow we'll find out how dedicated a civil servant Kevin Jamison really is.
Well, if I may drop a subtle hint, tomorrow is almost today.
Hey, I was getting ready to say goodnight.
Good.
I've been investigating a robbery over on Mill Avenue, or Mill Drive. I have walked about, I'd say at least 10 miles trying to find somebody who knew something about the... Boy, my bush.
Look, I wouldn't run you out, but I need at least 6 hours of beauty rest, you know?
Yeah, you look like you've been up a long time, Logan. I'm on my way.
Go, eat.
See you.
Oh, next week I've got to get organized. Hello?
Hello, my sweet.
Raven. Look, would you put Kevin on the phone? I want to confess everything. I am too tired to keep this up.
Don't be such a grump. Besides, my husband just went to bed, and we wouldn't want to wake him up for anything so trivial as our relationship.
Good night, Irene.
No, wait just a minute now. I have good news.
You're moving to Tibet? I'm moving to Tibet.
Listen, we've just been handed a golden opportunity. Steve Guthrie just called and invited Kevin to some business dinner or something like that tomorrow.
So?
So, you know how I hate to dine alone, so where are you going to take me?
Oh, gee, Raven, I'd really like to, but I already got a couple of partners for dinner tomorrow.
Oh, well, then cancel your dates.
Well, I would, but my dates are Steve and Kevin. I'm going to be at the same meeting as your loving husband. Sweet dreams.
Man.
Get away!
Timmy? What?
Timmy?
Hey, what is it? What happened?
What's the matter?
She was here. This dark-haired lady. She came to get me.
Timmy, it's all right. There's no one here. It's all right.
Seems as though a home.
Come to the land of fun and music tonight when Lucille Ball, Ray Bolger, and Paul Williams help Donnie and Marie bring to life The Wizard of Osmond. Then Jan Michael Vincent and Joan Goodfellow star as Buster and Billy, a bittersweet story of a love that couldn't be. Watch tonight here on ABC.
The edge of night, half dark, half light, as we watch our hearts trying to hold the tenderness that we once had.
This is from